Let's get down to business. I don't got no time to play around. What is this? Must be a circus in town. We shut the shit down on these clowns. Can I get a witness? Marshall Mathers. In today's show, I'll be sharing the latest technical analysis, and you do need to know the largest ever CME gap has just been printed in the Bitcoin futures chart. Also, breaking news, President Donald Trump's son, Eric Trump, says, now my advice is hodl. Hodl be thy name, family. Max Kaiser calls for 2.2 million in play, says everything goes to zero against Bitcoin. Also, we'll be discussing Trump's crypto reserve plan faces the Congress vote, which may limit the rally. We'll also be discussing crypto ETPs record 2.9 billion worth of outflows. Bitcoin hit the hardest, as well as breaking news. Japan's Metaplanet buys more of the biddy, exploring potential U.S. listing, as well as crypto czar David Sachs confirms he doesn't hold any crypto. However, there's some jaw-dropping corruption going down in the U.S. Trump's billionaire crypto czars heavily invested in a fund whose top 5 holdings are in the top 5 of the U.S. government crypto strategic reserve. And mere hours before Trump announced it, someone bought 200 million in Ethereum and Bitcoin on 50x leverage, which guarantees us it must be an insider. We'll also be discussing the latest from Samson Mow, who says, I've been thinking about the U.S. strategic Bitcoin crypto reserve, and there's 2 possible outcomes, which I'll be breaking down for you. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this plus so much motherfucking more in today's show. Welcome everyone to the live stream. What it do? It feels so good to be back. It's March 3rd, 2025. It's a Monday. We had a hell of a pump yesterday. Almost hit the God candle. I think we did. I don't know if we actually closed above a 10,000 gain, but it was pretty lit, to say the least. One of the biggest pumps we had in Bitcoin history on the daily chart. Shout out everyone in that live chat. What up, Mine Hub? What time is today for the Trump address on crypto? I think that's this Friday, brother. Friday the 7th, there's going to be a big announcement from the White House regarding crypto. I don't think it's today, but correct me if I'm wrong. If you know something I don't know. Let's go. Shout out Mr. Corvette. Shout out Passive Income. Shout out Darth Melda. Shout out Surge. Shout out Passive, Warpaint, Paris, stacking us sats. Doing what we do best each and every day with the new chairman of the SEC, the one and only Nipinator. Give it up for the Nip. Greetings from Zurich, Switzerland in the building. Shout out Gavin. Shout out everyone holding it down. Shout out the Bitty Baddies. Shout out the Bitty Broskies. What it do? And I am streaming live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. This is a try stream. I will be streaming over the course of the next couple of hours. I just went ahead and pinned the stream to the top of the X profile. If you guys can comment and quote the live stream, it's greatly appreciated. This is how we hack the algorithm. This is how we orange pill more of the masses. So get with it. And thank you guys in advance, y'all, the bomb diggity. Shout out Diana Jones, Julie Key Largo. I heard that something was going to today with Trump too. He's supposed to announce something. Maybe there is some other announcement, but the specific White House crypto thing, I got word, is on the 7th. Which would be this Friday, but there may be some other freaking announcement. There's so much going on, it's hard to keep up. Hence, we have a 2-hour daily show, and there's always new news to share with you guys. Good to see you, Steve. Welcome, Shortcoin. And again, thank you guys for the comments and quotes on the stream. Crypto Surge each and every day. Thank you, brother. Trevor Fay. Shout out Samson Mao and Jan3. Appreciate the repost, brother. Bitalica, thank you so much. Always supporting the stream. Bitcoin still above 90,000. We did tap 96, very temporary. Yesterday, coming within 4,000, striking distance from recovering the 6-figure milestone known as 100K. 6 figs all day, 100K. Bitcoin Bay, 100K. You know what I mean? So welcome, everybody. We got a jam-packed session here. Love to see it. We're going to have a really good stream today. Welcome, welcome. If you're just joining us, we are in the red, but we're still up significantly. I remember yesterday I woke up to 85, and we're still above 90. Hallelujah. I think we continue to pumpage. I think March is going to be explosive considering how corrective February has been. Yeah, I mean, but you guys let me know your thoughts. And again, welcome everyone joining us. Let's get it.
Oh my gosh, it's finally almost here.
Cheers.
JV is going to talk to us. Crypto news is near. I can't stand waiting. There is no debating it. I waited all day, maybe I need a life, but Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JV.
Let's go. Shout out Shortcoin. Thank you so much for the support. Diana says, JV, Jerome, are you talking about JPOW when you say Jerome? Said there was supposed to be a Wirehouse investment announcement. Interesting. The Friday announcement could be a second announcement. Could be. I guess we'll find out. I hear 95,000 will short the shorters. I need the Omega candle. 100,000 on the daily chart. Send it. Let's go. Rubbish AI tune. Go F yourself. If you don't like the AI tunes, what can I tell you? Tune into something else you enjoy, brother. I love the Chandy Jams. I just want to throw it out there. She produces all the exclusive music that I play. That's like a 60s throwback theme. Everyone gives positive vibes. You're like the only hater for that song, but to each their own. Please smash the likes. We do appreciate that. Shout out Mac Productions. Welcome to the live stream and welcome everyone joining us. Good to have you guys here with us. But anyways, without further ado, if you're new to the channel, very important to smash the likes. Go ahead, subscribe, then ring the bell. Turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, 7 days a week, just like this. Today is pod episode 1922. I'm your fearless host, JV, and it's March 3rd, 2025. Yesterday was one of the biggest daily candle closes in the history of Bitcoin, roughly a God candle of 10,000, but we did correct. Since then, you all know the big news. Trump confirmed the strategic crypto reserve for the United States would include Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, and XRP, and the market has been on a rip ever since then. But anyways, let's kick off today's show as we do each and every day. Today is pod episode 1922, as I mentioned, and the market is corrective here, as you can see on your screen. We got Bitcoin trading just above 90,200, Ether down 6%, XRP down 8%, but XRP did jump like 33% yesterday, so this is to be expected. Solana's down 8% after a massive jump, and Cardano is the biggest gainer yesterday, up over 60%, correcting today 6%, still trading above 97 cents. Checking out coinmarketcap.com. The current crypto market cap, 2.97 trillion. Bitcoin market cap, $1.786 trillion. We have 187 billion worth of volume for the past 24 hours. The Bitcoin volume on the climb as the Bitcoin dominance has been corrective, but today it's jumping. Currently 60.2% with the Ether dominance all the way down to 9.2% as ETH continues dropping in comparison to the Bitcoin dominance. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers past 24 hours. We got Onyx Coin up 20%, Flare up 4%, and Bitcoin Cash up 2% as the bulk of the market corrective and in the red, as we can see here in the crypto bubbles. We get a visual perspective on the day. Virtually everything was in the green yesterday. Well, today everything just flipped back in the red. Welcome to reality. And checking out the monthly, some of these alts, I'd say 95% of the market, Rex City down 30, 40, 50 plus percent. And checking out the crypto greed and fear index today, we're 33 fear, yesterday 26, last week of 49, and last month of 68 in greed. And checking out the time chain calendar, looky here. You can currently exchange one fiat monopoly dollar for 1,111 sats. So happy 1111. Stack the sats, put down the gats, and pick up some Bitcoin caps from our man Sergio over at bitcoincaps.net. And if you don't know, now you know. Shout out to the lizard folk. We live already. This is an early stream. I know. Typically we stream 3 p.m., but every once in a while we flip the schedule. So I got to pick up my daughter from school this week. Hence, we have to stream early. So I'm free by the time I go to pick her up. And I can be Papa. You know what I mean? And enjoy my Papa time. We love red because it goes green after. Green is always followed by the red. That's a fact, Jack. Bye, 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 peeps. I hope you don't mean those, what are they called? Those sugary peeps from the Easter Bunny peeps. We're not talking about those peeps. Don't buy those peeps. We're saying buy the bitty peoples, right? Just to be clear for the record. Yeah, the Nipinator never disappoints. Nipinator indicator. Rumor on the street that $200 million 50x long that we shared yesterday, the insider trading, they must have watched the show. They got the Nipinator indicator. Never disappoints. 100% accuracy. It's the only indicator that someone would be crazy enough to risk $200 million on. I'm just saying. We'll dive into that a little later. Stick around. And everything you hear on this stream is for entertainment purposes only. There's no investment advice whatsoever, not one iota. JB, how many games did you win today at chess? Appreciate you asking. I didn't get the chance to play because this week I wake up 6 a.m., get my daughter ready for school, help her with her homework, drop her off, pick her up. I'm just a full-time papa. I don't really have time to play chess this week. But the weeks I don't have my daughter, I play a lot of chess, just FYI. Can I get a gong strike for this pump? You damn straight. I thought you never asked. This gong strike will immediately send Bitcoin back above 100 G's where it belongs. Just like that. Greetings from Germany, Cape Town right now, holding it down. The Biddy stocks are smashing. That's right. Bitcoins are ripping like the new Scottie Pippen. Shout out East Afro King, and shout out all our Biddy kings and queens from all around the world. Back at it with a daily. Tune in. Very early stream, as they say. The early Bitcoiners stack the sats. You feel me? And make sure you guys are subscribed to the #1 Bitcoin music channel, which is Chandy 10 Music. You guys already know. And don't forget, we are streaming live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. If you guys can be kind enough, it's free to do so. Just hit the heart, hit the 2 arrows, do a repost, do a comment or a quote of the stream, and I can repost it, and our CNA fam can repost it. And this is how we hack the algorithm, and we orange pill the masses. Like yesterday, we had over 4,000 people on the live stream. That's all thanks to you guys. I can't do it without you, so thank you guys. Smash the likes. Cheers, Emilio. Good morning, gang, hodl gang. Love chess. Love to hear that, Paris. It's been my favorite game since 4th grade when I first learned how to play. I think it's natural for a slight pullback today. I think it may drop to 50% off the big bar. Hodl be thy name. Hodl gang. You already know. But yeah, again, welcome those joining us.
Oh, bring me up, Biddy glow. Prize discovery, yeah, let it show. Bang, 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 like a B-52, we built a Biddy.
Stacked revolutionary love shack. I'm stacking sats like it's Max and Stacy. Stacking sats cause tax is crazy. I'm stacking sats cause the IMF hates me. Stacking sats cause the haters don't faze me. No Diddy, no Jay-Z. Stacking the Biddy like it's Nipsey and JV. Stacking the Biddy like it's paper and Chandy. Stacking BTC like caffeine in my canteen. Life is a game of chess that makes Biddies the damn queen. Stacking BTC till they cancel me and I can't stream. Like Biggie, it was all a dream. Now the Biddy has set me free.
Going, let's Biddy up, babe. Bang, bang on the door, baby, never let it fade. Huddle house strong, yeah, we built it this way. No one to hold them, yeah, we're holding, never folding.
I've always been a rapper, honky cracker, but now I'm a pastor, Bitcoin stacker. Now I'm a master of the Bitcoin standard. Hit 'em up faster than the Bitcoin panda. You can't touch me with your shitcoin flow. Like, do you even Bitcoin, bruh? Let me know. Welcome to the Bitcoin show. Now listen up closely, low-key, stacking BTC like Satoshis in El Salvador with my Bitcoin broskies. Raising up the Biddy like Gohan. Living in a hollow house, we're not the pawns.
And again, shout out Chandy 10 Music on the Jammy Jam. Biddy up, bang, bang on the door, like the B-52. People are selling the Biddy to buy the crap coins. Be sorry, can't buy back soon. Yeah, I mean, total shit coinery, man. I've been warning y'all. Most of us have to learn the hard way by putting our hand on the stovetop to understand how to not get burned in the future. That's pretty typical in crypto, but we always warn you guys each and every day, be careful with the shit coinery. There's only one Bitcoin. There's only one perfect money. And as the Giga Chad would say, there is no second best.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
I'm not saying I'm number one.
I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nippinator will vouch for me. How do you like those apples? But anyways, fam, keep the comments flowing. Now let's dive into today's technical analysis, aka astrology for the broskies. A couple of the headlines here. Bitcoin price jumps to 93,000 as XRP flips Ethereum by fully diluted value, which did occur yesterday. And also, the largest ever CME gap has just printed in the Bitcoin futures, as you can see here in the headline. That's because over the weekend, we ripped 10,000, virtually a god candle, which means there is a massive gap in the futures chart. And very often, we've returned to those levels to close it during the weekday. Can this happen? It can. So have that on your radar. We could revisit the $85,000 range. And some of the breaking news, President Trump's son, Eric Trump, says, my now advice is to hold, aka hodl. That's his advice. So if you're listening to the Trump administration, they're telling you to hodl your Bitcoin because obviously they're very pro crypto, their entire administration, common sense. And Max Kaiser, has shared yesterday, 2.2 million in play. Everything goes to zero against Bitcoin. So there you have it, coming directly from the high priest, and now pulling up some of the live charts, some live chart action, Jackson satisfaction. And yesterday we did a pretty awesome pump watch. We did like an 8-hour stream. Let me know if you guys were on it. But as you can see, yesterday we bottomed out at roughly 85, and then we soared to like 96. Big corrective red here today, as you can see on your screen. This is the hourly chart, but we have been climbing since, and we're currently just above 90,300 via TradingView, via Coinbase, which is the chart we're staring at right now. Welcome to Chart Watchers Anonymous. My name is JV, and I got addicted to the pretty little bitty going up back in 2017. I've been addicted ever since. Please let me know who you are, where you're tuned in from, and I'll read your comments out here shortly. But on the 4-hour chart, you can see massive corrective candle, big red candle, but we are recovering since then. Zooming out from the 4-hour, we'll take a look at the daily chart, which says we're going up forever, Laura. Yesterday, one of the biggest green candle closes in Bitcoin history. Correct me if I'm wrong, maybe the biggest. I know it's up there. I don't know if it is officially the largest, but a 10,000 gain on the daily chart is pretty significant. But you can see corrective overall today on the daily chart, and we still have a couple of bearish targets, one at just shy of 69. Everyone's favorite number, 69,420 broskies. And we also have a super bear target of 49, which I don't see happening. Let me know if you think the bottom is in, which was 78 roughly 3 days ago. And talk about extreme volatility from 78 to 96 within a couple of days. Craziness. And checking out the weekly chart, we still have the sexy cup and handle target in play. Looks like for the week, we did get the weekly candle close yesterday, and it was red because we started off the week very bearish, and then we finished very strong. But we still have the 120,000 target in play on the cup and handle for the weekly chart. And zooming out from the weekly, take a quick look at the monthly. And the monthly chart shows you March is already forming a nice bullish candle. The month of February was extremely bearish, unfortunately. January was bullish. Then, of course, December was bearish, and November we had the strongest monthly candle close in Bitcoin history since the inception of the Genesis block. But you guys let me know where you feel the pretty little bitty likely to take us next, and let me know where you're tuned in from, and I'll read your comments out loud. I bought the bottom. Yes, it is in. Well done, Bitcoin Boet. Congratulations, brother. We are super happy to see you, dearie. Chandy 10 Music. Shout out Chandy. Always an honor. We greatly appreciate you. Shout out Michael Gammon. Litecoin is going to go to the moon, where no man has gone before. Smash the likes for the Nippinator. Smash the likes for Chandy. Smash the likes for Paper, Nippy, and JV. Smash the likes like you ain't never smashed the likes before. Did any of you guys watch the Oscars? I sure as hell didn't. But I saw the clip of De Niro. F Trump. And he gets a standing ovation. Everyone in Hollywood. Yeah, we're on the Epstein list. F Trump. It was pretty ironic. Smash the like and repost it. Thank you, Diana. You're the bomb diggity. Yeah, it's good to see Chandy back. We've been missing you. We haven't seen you in a couple of days, so naturally, we're all worried about you. I'm glad to see you back here. Can we hear the 80s song one last time? I think I can hook it up, but stay tuned. We'll play it a little later as we played it yesterday. Everyone's favorite Chandy jam. And of course, make sure you guys are subscribed to Chandy over on X and Rumble. Her username is Chandy10 Music. Shout out Boss33. Shout out Jeff Gentry, JV, the voice of reason. Appreciate you, brother. Just hit you with a repost. Shout out Chandy. Bitcoin is demonstrating survival of the fittest in real time. So get fit and get the bitty educated, or just enjoy the fellowship with fellow hodlers on the #1 best daily Bitcoin pod. Join JV and his ZNA fam because JV is live. 90 G's, baby. JV, this calls for the 90 G's song, which is the parody of In the Air Tonight. Well, we'll definitely have to play the Chandy jams as we do each and every day. So thank you so much. And again, thank you, Mr. Corvette, East Afro King, and the rest of the family. Let's get it. 50 G's, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Before you know it, we'll be celebrating 200,000 preload biddy, 500,000 and 1 mil. Mark my words.
Going, 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 let's biddy up, hey, bang, bang on the door, baby, never let it fade. Heart on how strong, yeah, we built it this way, no one to hold 'em, yeah, we're holding, never folding.
Bitcoin's dripping like a new Scottie Pippen 80 G's. We're royalty, biddy kings and queens, manifesting the kingdom that's finally come, playing chess moves.
Checkmate, we won.
We're raising the roof in El Salvador, freedom flows, IMF can't hold us no more.
Speaking of the IMF, if you're watching right now, fuck the IMF. I like those apples. And yes, we have many verses just dedicated to saying fuck the IMF. You know how we do around here. I'm not a fan. So, yeah, man. Welcome, everyone. I'm just going to hit this repost. We have almost 100% like to share ratio on today's stream, 12 hearts and 11 reposts. So if one of you guys can make it a 100%, just by smashing the repost, it's free to do so. I appreciate it. Those Cardano people are pretty bonded to the, what is that? Cardano band, Charles Hoskinson. Yeah, I can't say I'm a fan. Pulled 5,000 on credit and bought more in the dip. Shit out Mac Productions. Spoken like a Mac. All my dry powder has been gone for years. Love the fam. Southern California representing. Shout out Emilio. By the end of March, it'll be 150. I heard it on the news this morning. Must have been the Thomas Lee interview. But do you really need the mainstream media telling you what the price is to believe it? We got a Nipponator indicator. Of course, he's making me look bad right now. I probably went downstairs. But we got a Nipponator indicator. When we get to 500,000, I will not be watching anymore. I'll be on the beach. Well, can you at least tune in from your smartphone on the beach just to say hi? Let's not forget where we came from now. You know what I mean? Good morning, everyone. Smash the likes. Thank you, Dwight. Fuck the IMF. Can I get an amen? Yeah, any enemies of humanity don't deserve our respect, and they would be one of them. I'm lucky I made it to watch like magic. Thank you, Violetta. I appreciate you, and I know it's very late where you're from. Apparently, it's live right now. Exactly. You caught the live. So I'm glad you can be here. Thank you guys for the support. Smash the likes. It's free. We already have over 600 people on the stream. Let's blow this stream up. Again, yesterday we had over 4,000 people on the stream. Big news, obviously, and we still got more big news to come. Bada boom, bada Bitcoin. Shout out Sweet Bitty McGee. Holding it down. Anyways, we discussed the astrology for the broskies. Now let's discuss a little deeper the crypto strategic reserve for the United States of America. Here we go. Obviously, crypto market surge following Trump's announcement of the potential strategic crypto reserve, but analysts caution the rally may be short-lived. March 2nd, Trump said he has been directed to include 3 altcoins, XRP, Solana, and Cardano, in the U.S. crypto reserve. The reserve will obviously also include Bitcoin and Ether, Trump added in another post on Truth Social. The announcement triggered a market-wide rebound, with the global crypto market cap rising nearly 7% to above 3 trillion, while Bitcoin breached the 95,000 psychological mark after a 7.7 intraday rally. And here's the official tweet, which started it all, from Trump on Truth Social. A U.S. crypto reserve will elevate this critical industry after years of corrupt attacks by the Biden administration, which is why my executive order on digital assets directed the presidential working group to move forward on a crypto strategic reserve, including XRP, Solana, Cardano. I will make sure the U.S. is the crypto capital of the world. We are making America great again. And then, of course, shortly after, more than likely, I would assume, either Barron, his son, or Mikey Saylor texts Trump like, what the fuck? Why didn't you mention Bitcoin? And then he said, and obviously Bitcoin and Ether and also other valuable cryptos will be at the heart of the reserve. Like what other valuable cryptos? Trump coin? What are we talking? He also says, I love Bitcoin and Ethereum. But still, the rally may be temporary due to the lengthy approval process required to establish the U.S. Reserve, according to Aroli, principal research analyst at blockchain analytics firm Nansen, quoting her here. I think constituting a reserve by buying new tokens is a complex process that will need Congress's vote, so it will take time. I would be a bit wary of the sustainability of today's today's move. And later, we'll be diving deeper into the insider trading because there was a $200 million long on Bitcoin with 50x leverage right before Trump made the official announcement, which leads everyone with a half a brain to believe it was insider trading, insider information, which we'll dive deeper into a little later. Some analysts expect an imminent market bottom after Bitcoin's active addresses reached a near 3-month high, February 28th, signaling the market is at a crucial turning point that may signal the capitulation moment, according to crypto intelligence platform Into the Block. Now, Cardano, Solana, and XRP have outperformed the market on Trump's announcement of their inclusion in the U.S. strategic reserve. Now, still the crypto market's upside may be limited to invite significant volatility of the short term, quoting Nansen here. As already mentions, it's likely it will not be that easy that I expect volatility in these tokens today, especially already seen in Cardano nearly touching $1.17, pumping 60% on the day, and now sitting at 94 cents. But regardless of how long these gains will last, it is momentarily positive for the market. But the question for the future will be if any of it will come to fruition. If not, it'll likely be a negative news point for crypto, ultimately meaning it needs to pass like the Congress or the Senate. Trump can't just sign that bill into existence. He's saying his plan is to do so, but first it needs to be approved. And now that they're including a lot of these shit coins and unannounced shit coins, it's just less likely to get approved and going to take more approval through the process or be more lengthy. I mean, common sense, right? Still, crypto investors continue looking forward to other crypto industry specific developments as potential catalysts, including the first White House Summit, which is March 7th, this Friday. So the first White House Crypto Summit will be live this Friday, the 7th. Make note of it. While there's no additional details about the summit's agenda, stablecoin regulation and legislation related to a strategic crypto reserve have been at the forefront of the regulatory discussions in the U.S. So there you have it. And if you don't know, now you know. Which leads me to believe, did Trump just make that announcement to help his insider profit roughly $10 billion on the $200 million 50x long? Because a 50x long on 200 million is roughly a $10 billion position. And we just had the biggest gain roughly in Bitcoin history yesterday. So, I mean, this can't just be a big fucking coincidence. And in order to trade 200 million and have 200 million sitting in your trading account, that makes me believe they're billionaires, because no one in their right mind would risk everything they own and say, I have 200 million, let's risk it all in the most risky trade of all time. Not going to happen. So it's a multi-billionaire with access to insider information, knowing Trump is going to make that post, obviously. But we'll dive into that later. You guys let me know your thoughts. You had nothing to his president campaign. We, the other cryptos, did it to Trump, says Hamba. Not sure what you mean there. Hamba says, I said they found a positive this administration. Don't let them the last style to encourage the U.S. enemies. Load them up. I see you, JP. Shout out Jerry L. What it do? Mark Twain famously said, buy land they ain't making anymore. Same holds true for the one and only BTC. They ain't making anymore. Think about it. Strategic Bitcoin Reserve. So effed up insider trading. Yes, F the banks. Sucks to be a weak bitch selling at 81,000 after buying at 98. Sorry, I meant weak person. You ready to let the cat out of the bag. Chandy, tell them how you really feel. I heard they got out of the trade quickly and only made a profit of 12 million. And that could be true. I have no clue. I didn't follow up on it. I'm just saying that's when you do a 50x position, that's 50x that investment in that position, which would be a trade of roughly $10 billion. But the downside, if the market moved a slight inch and went down 2%, which is less than a $2,000 volatility, that would have got liquidated and wiped out. Wop. Market, mess them up. So, shout out to everybody that I cannot shout out. I'm on the road again. Safe travels there in New York City. Thanks for holding it down. Crypto Surge. Why do you keep misquoting the trade? It was 4 million at 50x? Oh, my understanding it was 200 million at 50x, so maybe I understood wrong. So if you're correct there, Larry, my apologies. If someone could validate that, because when I read the articles that were published, they all said $200 million. So I assume 200 million times 50 would be a 10 billion position. So if I'm wrong, someone please validate that. I appreciate it. But either way, it's very fucking sus. And either way, it was probably an insider. But That's my opinion. You guys let me know your thoughts. Do you want a thumbnail designer? Nope. I don't mind pulling Trump images from Google Images every day. It takes me 2 seconds. The issue with the thumbnail designer is I have to work with somebody, and then I have to be dependent upon awaiting and communicating, and it takes time away from me. Unfortunately, it would require more time to hire somebody to create really cool thumbnails, and I don't really give a fuck at this point. I don't care. If you don't like my thumbnails, don't click on them. But that's just me being honest. I probably get about a dozen thumbnail designers reaching out to me in my inbox, and you guys are part of the reason I stopped checking messages. It's just like, I can design thumbnails. Promote this meme coin, JV, and I'll pay you $20,000. And I got to, sorry, I don't promote meme coins. But JV, why does it matter? You're not promoting it. It's just an advertisement. Everyone else does it. Maybe everyone else does do that, but I have something called the conscious, and I just can't push meme coins upon my audience. Regardless if you guys throw 100 grand at me, like, it's irrelevant. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? 4 million times 50 would be 200 million. Exactly, Larry. Yeah, I saw the profit made was 6 million. 4 mil times 50 would be 200 million. Says Stead Love, very sus, and that is why they like the shit coins. And I am saying to everyone, once, don't have access to the laptop, can't handle this phone typing baloney. Hello, everyone. If you're one of us lizard folk, I have nothing to say to you. Exactly. What are you talking about? Diana asking, Hamba, subscribe to #1 Bitcoin music channel. That's right. JV, can you send me and Melda a hat? I'm not just sending people hats. You can purchase hats when they become available for sale. Currently, these are not available. But if you like any of those Bukele caps I rock, you can find all of those at bitcoincaps.net. My boy Sergio, I don't make commissions on this. I just like promoting the #1 Bitcoin cap creator. These ones are not available yet. They'll probably be available soon. And when they are, I'll let you know what the link is. Just FYI. Keeping it real, JP. Respect. You got to do what you got to do. Good job, mods. The mods are the bestest. But JV, can you be like Javier Milei? What do you mean? Like a chainsaw? What's the reference? FYI, I'm not a big fan of Milei. I'm a fan of Bukele. I'm not a fan of many human beings, because many human beings are, what's the word, jaded, especially at the influencer level. There's not many who are true to themselves, and not only that, true to humanity. Very few. So I don't really look up to many humans, to be quite honest with you guys. Nipponator is a different story. It's a dog. Dogs show unconditional love, and they have no interior motive, besides maybe a treat here and there. But a lot of humans, it's just too easy to, what's the word, bribe them, blackmail them. You know, corruption exists at all the highest levels. I know I'm preaching to the choir. Nice. I shout out Real Red Lance. JV, mad respect. That's why I'm not an influencer. Yeah, it makes sense why so many OGs are incognito, and I completely get it. Believe it or not, I can relate at some level to Satoshi, and I think he made the smartest move of all time, being incognito. Shout out Lyra, appreciate it. Streaming live now. Have fun watching, discussing in the chat. Thank you. Shout out Bitcoin Poet. JV is live. Yo, tune in. Get that gong past 0.11. Yeah, that's right. $111,000 in play. 1111. Bada boom, bada Bitcoin. Like, do you even Bitcoin, bro? Let me know. So when you write the word bruh, you got to put BRUH. Do you even Bitcoin, bruh? Let me know. Thank you, Stephanie. I greatly appreciate your support. I'm going to repost everyone from the secondary account. Keep the comments flowing.
Stacking BTC like Tate versus the BBC. Stacking the biddy like BTC OGs. Stacking BTC on Lightning with no fees. Stacking BTC like Snoop Dogg rolls weed. Stacking BTC like Scarface with a nosebleed. Stacking BTC like Shinobi, nobody knows me. Stacking BTC like everyone owes me. Stacking BTC like Max and John McAfee. Stacking BTC, accumulating sats so rapidly, so happily. Stacking BTC so casually, no casualties of galaxies around Earth fallacies. Stacking BTC on a flat Earth with no gravity. Stacking BTC cause Bitcoin is your majesty.
Biddy up, baby. Welcome everyone to the live stream. 900 people here. Still got a lot to share. Potting some Gator clones. Speaking of Gator, thanks for the reminder. I still got to rock the Gator shirt. Maybe I'll rock it tomorrow. Bruh, do you even Bitcoin, bruh? Let me know. You know the EU rejected the idea of having a Bitcoin reserve? Yeah, because Christine Lagarde is one of those ladies. We don't like them. She works for the lizard people. I expect nothing less from Christine Lagarde. Satoshi in his 30th worked for the CIA, so he knew it was important to hide himself. Well, I know the SHA-256 protocol had the CIA's blueprint on it, but I can't confirm Satoshi worked for them. However, the protocol in which helped Bitcoin be created was absolutely, but there's a lot of speculation behind that. Whoever he or she is, whenever, it must be so much more fun watching the bitty grow announcement. Exactly. It's that much cooler. Zero ego. Not many human beings can say the same. Take it easy, shouty. Let's freaking go. But anyways, keep the comments flowing. We still got a lot to share. Welcome to the number one day of the Bitcoin pod. Next story of the day, fam. Let's discuss these crypto ETPs, shall we? Exchange traded products. Headline reads, crypto ETPs record 2.9 billion of the outflows. Bitcoin got hit the hardest. That's right. The ETPs experienced the biggest weekly sell-off of all time, with the outflows reaching a record almost 3 billion last week. Part of the reason we corrected so much. Amid the 3 consecutive week of the outflows, global crypto ETPs seen 3.8 billion wiped out. European crypto investment firm CoinShares reported the crypto ETP bloodbath was likely driven by several factors, including the 1.5 billion Bybit hack, hawkish rhetoric by the U.S. Fed, and a preceding 19-week inflow streak of 29 billion. These elements likely led to a mix of profit-taking and weakened sentiment towards the asset class. And as the largest asset for the global crypto ETPs, Bitcoin bore the brunt of the weaker sentiment, with 2.6 billion of the outflows just last week. Barterfield reported its month-to-date flows were also down 3.2 billion. Short Bitcoin ETPs saw minor inflows totaling 2.3 million. And on the other hand, SUI was the best performer in terms of the ETPs last week, seeing 15 million of inflows, followed by XRP. ETPs with 5 million of inflows. ETPs on Ether, the second largest crypto asset, saw 300 million of outflows last week, with MTD inflows amounting to 490 million. That means month to date. And with the latest sell-off, the total assets under management in crypto ETPs dropped to 138 billion after rising to a historical high of 173 billion, and that was in January. Meanwhile, BlackRock's IBIT recorded their largest weekly outflows with 1.3 billion exiting the funds following the first 2025 outflows of 22 million the previous week. The sell-off marks the first major outflow event of BlackRock's iShares ETFs, though the fund has still recorded 3.2 billion of net inflows year to date, with 51 billion currently in assets under management. And there you have it. I mean, let's see how this week plays out. I think the institutions will continue stacking like there ain't no tomorrow, especially after that tweet from the Trump administration yesterday that they are going to include all of these cryptos and establish a crypto strategic reserve. Bullish, bullish, bullish. If you're to ask me, if I had 200 million, I'd retire as passive income. Your thumbnails are just fine, JV. Thank you, Diana, because it takes me literally less than 2 minutes to find Trump photos and throw them on the thumbnail. Why is every thumbnail virtually Trump? Because it gets more clicks. Keep it 100. If I have a photo of me, even if I make the retard face, just no one's clicking on that shit. So Trump is like, no matter how many times I include Trump in the thumbnail, people will click on it. That's what I'm looking for. So it's like the cheat code. As Trump is president. If I had fucking a Biden thumbnail, you think that would get any clicks from crypto enthusiasts? Never. Never. You're going to get no clicks. However, Trumpster is the POTUS, guaranteed clicks. Let's fucking go. ECB might accept XRP strategic reserve. Yeah, because it's the banksters coin. It's the official chosen token for the central bank digital currencies. Just say no to CBDCs. But thank you, Diana. I'm glad you enjoy my thumbnails. Trust, I've tried every type of thumbnail you can imagine. Again, today is episode number 1922. That means there's at least 1922 videos on my channel with all sorts of thumbnails, everything you can imagine, and Trump's outperforming everything else. Go figure. FYI, I'm not a fan of Malay either. Yeah, I don't trust them. From the 19 million BTC, who had half of it? Don't lie. What are you talking about? Who has half of the Bitcoin? It's spread all over the world, broski. The largest hodler we're aware of is Satoshi's wallets, which he allegedly has tens of thousands of wallets with an accumulative flow of like 1.1 million. So there's no one that's holding 9 million Bitcoin, just FYI. JV, F a thumbnail. I'm here for the cold, hardy, bitty up. Exactly. So the thumbnails are irrelevant. I can be upside down on the inversion table and people will click on it just to hear the news. FJB. That's what we're saying. FJB, man. But anyways, keep the comments below and let's dive into our next story of the day. But let me check the X feed one more again. Thank you, Stephen. Amazing times with CNA fam, JV, and the Nipsey indicator. Thank you for reposting Violetta's repost of the stream. That does help us. Shout out the one and only Harry Balls. The only crypto news that matters. And that means a lot coming from Harry Balls. So thank you, Harry. Very kind of you. And thanks again, Lyra, Bitcoin Boet, Stephanie, Violetta, and the rest of the fam. Greatly appreciate y'all. Next story of the day, eh? Let's dive in. Let's discuss Metaplanet. The Japanese Metaplanet buys more of the Bitty and explores the potential U.S. listing. That's right. Bitcoin stack and investment firm Metaplanet purchased another 156 of the Bitty March 3rd. As the CEO said, the firm is exploring a potential listing outside of Japan, such as in the United States. Can I get a konnichiwa, bitches? The 156 Bitcoin purchase for around 100 or 13 million was at 85 a coin, so they bought the dip, bringing Metaplanet's total Bitcoin stash to 2,391 of the Bitty, the company said on March 3rd. Simon Gurovich led firm has now bought 196 million worth of the Bitty at an average price of 82,000. Can you say winning, putting it up 13% since it first started its Bitcoin investment strategy in April of last year, as he announced here. Following the Sailor put, Metaplanet has acquired 156 Bitcoin for 13.4 million at 85,000 per Bitty and has achieved a Bitcoin yield of 31.8% year to date 2025. And as of March 3rd, 2025, we hold 2,391 of the Bitty acquired for 196 million at 82,000 per Bitty. Give it up for the Nippinator. So yeah, this is the Sailor put. He just follows exactly what Sailor's doing on a smaller scale. He even makes the announcement virtually the same way Sailor does it. It comes as he met with officials at the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ over the last week to introduce Metaplanet's platforms and functions. Quoting him here, we're considering the best way to make Metaplanet shares more accessible to investors around the world. And here he is in front of the New York Stock Exchange. Ring the bell. In fact, replace the bell with a gong and let's hit the gong as the Bitcoin broskies hit the bong. How's that sound? Now, Metaplanet shares have already been trading over-the-counter market since November, making the company's stock more accessible to the international investors. OTC Markets is a U.S.-based financial market providing price and liquidity info for around 12,000 over-the-counter securities, many of which are international. Now, the Metaplanet shares have risen 530% from $3 to $18 since launching November 22nd. Pretty significant increase there. Metaplanet has also been one of the best performers on the Tokyo Stock Exchange over the last 12 months, increasing 1,800%. Metaplanet, currently the 14th largest corporate Bitcoin holder in the world, according to BitBo's Bitcoin Treasuries data. Metaplanet has adopted a range of financial instruments to assist its Bitcoin strategy since April and is aiming to accumulate 21,000 of the Bitty. Very awesome goal, by the way, by 2026 as part of the broader strategy to lead Japan's Bitcoin renaissance. Let's go, Japan. Let's go, Metaplanet. Stacking thy Bitty. Let's freaking go. Yeah, man. I mean, and again, welcome those just joining the live stream. Trump is the ultimate OG, says Robbie Geyser. Word up. I am out. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride, brothers and sisters, bitty baddies, and bitty broskies alike. Your thumbnails are fine, JV. Thank you for the clarification there. Bitcoin is a correcting. We're now down 3,400 on the day, maintaining 90,500. Darth Melda loves me. Well, consider yourself blessed. Shout out Real Red Lance. And welcome to the stream. Welcome everyone joining us. Let me know what's good in the bitty hood. Hodlin at 90. Good show, bitty. Word up.
Bang, bang, bang on the door, baby, never let it fade.
Bitcoin glow, stack it up, let it show. Price discovery, patience, game on, let's go. Biddy up, Roger out.
We're changing the world, there's no doubt. If you couldn't tell, this song gets me hype each and every motherfucking time. And send prayers to the Oracle and anyone living in South Carolina. I saw some more crazy shit. South Carolina declares state of emergency as wildfires burn over 4,200 acres, forcing evacuations. These fires are getting out of control, to say the least. It saddens me as we have some of our beloved, CNA fan members living in South Carolina. So please send some prayers for Oracle, her family, and anyone experiencing these wildfires, not just in South Carolina, but California, wherever, Hawaii, Australia, all over the world. It's starting to look like hell on earth, family. Not a good look. I mean, shit. We got to get that under control, obviously. Cheers, peeps. Need to wake up in 6 hours at 2 a.m. Got to bake 22 breads and stack that, biddies. Have a great night's sleep, and thank you for tuning in. Prayers to them. Thank you. Let's actually hit the gong for everyone affected by these crazy wildfires right now. This one's for y'all. It is wild, bro. It's wild. It really saddens me to see. There is a rumor. Again, this is a rumor. Trump will declare 0% income tax on any crypto born in the USA. Born in the USA. Now, if that becomes true, holy fucking shit. That's going to be so crazy bullish, bro. That will probably genuinely make America great again, right? You want to make America great again and attract people back that have fucking escaped America due to the previous administration? 0% capital gains tax on Bitcoin and crypto. Let's freaking go. But anyways, keep the comments flowing, broskies. We're approaching the top of the hour. I still got a lot to share. Gong long hitting the bong all afternoon long while stacking the sats at the tip of the hat. I like the bars. Chandy, write that one down. Going long, hitting the bong all afternoon long while stacking the sats like Cheech and Chong. The tip of the hat, stacking the sats like Johnny Sachs. Whatever his name is. David Sachs, Johnny Sachs. Stacking the sats. I lost it in the sea. That is what I am waiting for. No capital gains in the U.S. Hey now. And I wonder, my question becomes, if they do actually follow through with that, would it be for anyone who previously acquired crypto, or would it only be for after the announcement if you bought Bitcoin? Think of that. Because that would, obviously, some of you got Bitcoin in the early years and you just never sold it because you're trying to avoid capital gains tax. If that announcement came out and it backtracked to, holy shit, do you understand how crazy that would be? Like, everyone in crypto would be just exiting their country and entering America. How many of those $5 million Visa cards or whatever, I don't forget what they're called, but Trump recently came out with a way to raise $50 trillion by selling X amount of the $5 million visas. You know what I mean? That'd be crazy. Maybe that's all going to play a part. Now that I think about it, connecting the dots, holy shit. That would let a rip, Tater Chip. Exactly. Buy the escrow, let the common coin still there. What are you talking about? Buy the escrow. Bitcoin not considered Bitcoin-based coin? I think it would. Satoshi, who cares if he had a UK accent or British accent? It comes from the United States. It's irrelevant. Bitcoin transcends everything. It's all irrelevant. Bitcoin would be included regardless if it was invented in fucking on the other side of the ice wall in Alaska. You know what I mean? Bitcoin isn't US-based coin. Tell it to the judge. I think Bitcoin gets a pass. So it's, again, it trumps everything. So it's irrelevant. NIP just a chill guy. Yeah, you don't see him like that no more. Super chill, unlike Gary Gensler. No war on crypto with him at the chairman of the SEC. That's a fact, Jack. But anyways, keep the comments flowing. Let's dive into our next story of the day. We still got 2 more feature stories to share with you today. Next story, here's the latest about the crypto czar. Headline reads, David Sachs confirms he doesn't hold any of the crypto. That's at least what he says. White House AI and crypto czar David Sachs confirmed he does not hold any crypto assets, having sold everything prior to the U.S. Trump's inauguration. He says, I sold all my cryptocurrency, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana, prior to the start of the administration. Let me know if you believe that. Or do you believe he sold it and he's being genuine, but then he repurchased it back 10 minutes before Trump made the announcement and put it on 50x leverage? You guys let me know. His comments came in response to the Financial Times article shared by George Hammond, reporting Sachs investment firm Craft Ventures retained stake in a small number of the crypto startups. Both Sachs and the firm sold their direct crypto holdings soon after Trump's inauguration. According to a person with knowledge of the matter, the San Francisco-based venture firm was founded by Sachs in 2017 and was launched for funds since then. Its last one was closed in November after raising $712 million. According to the official website, Craft Ventures has investments in Bitwise, crypto custodian BitGo, and social media giant Meta, Reddit, and X. Sachs also invested in Solana-focused venture firm Multicoin Capital in 2018, which is ironic, right? So they're saying, yeah, you may have sold your Bitcoin, ETH, and Solana, but you still have direct exposure to all of these. So to think you're not going to get rich by the Trump administration making everything pro-crypto would be, not accurate. So in the earlier post, Sachs said Trump is keeping his promise to make the U.S. and crypto capital of the world following his announcement of the strategic reserve as of yesterday. Trump will host the first White House Crypto Summit this Friday, March 7th, bringing together industry leaders and executives to discuss regulations, stablecoins, and the proposed U.S. crypto reserve. Meanwhile, Eric Trump said he loved the genius of announcing a strategic reserve on a Sunday when traditional markets are closed and Wall Street sleeps. The only downside is it creates the CME futures gap. So now we have a gap between 85 and 95,000, which will probably have to go get closed sometime when the legacy markets are open over the weekdays. That's the downside. But first of time, retail investors win, he exclaimed, as crypto markets soared 12% of the reaction to the announcement. Some cryptos surged 60% like Cardano. Now, Pompliano, the founder and CEO of Capital Management, shared the sentiment, saying it was objectively hilarious that Trump announced a strategic crypto reserve, yet Wall Street can't even participate because they have antiquated hours of operation. And if you don't know, now you know. And that will lead us to our next feature story of the day, where we discuss the jaw-dropping corruption in the U.S. Of course, we'll be breaking down the latest from Samson Mao. He says, I've been thinking about the U.S. Strategic Bitcoin Crypto Reserve, and there's 2 possible outcomes. I'll break all this down for you, as well as the latest from Pompliano and the latest insights to share with you. So again, welcome everyone to the live stream as we're approaching the top of the hour. Give it up for the one and only Nippinator, new chairman of the SEC. Holy shit, no way. Go check the price right now. Are you trolling us? The price is on the screen, brother. You don't need to leave the stream to check the price. Hence why we include it in the stream. So I don't know if you're trolling at this point, brother. Trump is making the announcement at 1:30 Eastern time. Which announcement are we talking about? Why do people love XRP while ignoring HBAR, which has all of XRP's utility and half the supply? To each their own. Here's my conclusion. Non-Bitcoiners or Bitcoiners who regret having minuscule amount of Bitcoin in their portfolio typically despise Bitcoin, and they're pro XRP, pro HBAR, pro Cardano, pro Ethereum, pro Solana, pro XYZ meme coin or shitcoin. Those are typically people with very insignificant Bitcoin holdings. And then the opposite holds true. Not 100% of the time, but often. Where if you're pro Bitcoin, such as a Bitcoin maxi, it's probably because you're very happy with your Bitcoin stash and you perceive everything else as bad, right? Or you've been burned already. You put your hand in the fire, hence you've been wrecked in crypto, you've been rugged, you've been pillaged, and you've learned the hard way. And you're like, hey, it's all scams. It's all going to zero against Bitcoin. You've been involved in BitConnect, and it's like, never again, fuck crypto, only Bitcoin. This tends to be how it is. So The first thing I assume when someone doesn't get Bitcoin and they're pro shitcoin and they say they don't like Bitcoin or Bitcoin sucks or it's outdated or, these coins are the next Bitcoin, I just assume you're a completely ignorant person that doesn't truly get Bitcoin, or you're so unhappy at the fact you have such little Bitcoin and you feel you missed the boat. And because Bitcoin's 90,000 and it was once a penny, and so you're beating yourself up and you're pushing shitcoins, trying to get rich in shitcoinery so you can one day convert it to Bitcoin and have a satisfactory stack. Let me know if I'm right or if I'm right. Let me know. And of course, there's exceptions to the rule. But overall, that's my logic being in this industry for 8 years. People who hate Bitcoin or look down upon it, you don't have any. So naturally, you're going to not like it and you're going to push the shitcoins. You're only going to push what you hold. No one's pumping the shit they don't hold. For example, if you get someone pushing a meme coin, it's only because it's in his bag and he wants to get more rich or get some form of gain from pushing it upon other people. There's no other logical sense. No one just pushes a meme coin to say they pushed a meme coin. It's because you have a position, you get the position, and then you express it like through a megaphone, like Alex Jones back in the good old days. Like, hey guys, I got XYZ meme coin. You should buy it too. Maybe we'll get rich together. Fuck Bitcoin. You missed the boat. Don't miss this boat. This is Bitcoin 2.0. It does everything Bitcoin does, but more. Am I right or am I motherfucking right? Let me know. What Sailor got on those prices. Yeah, so someone like Sailor or Max, you think they're ever going to entertain another coin? You got to be fucking kidding me. Never going to happen. Our current mods are awesome and doing a great job. Mods block my post in on a different stream. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. The last part of where you said just to convert all the shitcoin to Bitcoin anyway and quickly ditch the shitcoins is pure fact. Well, some people got to put their hand in the fire and learn through firsthand experience. It just is what it is. That's life, baby. Validates your whole theory right there. Right on. But that's just my 2 Satoshis. You guys let me know your thoughts. Your opinions are just as valid as mine. This is just my perspective. I do understand there's multiple truths. It all depends upon the lens you're looking through things. I have a very unique lens. I'm a very unique individual, and that's how I see it. But let me know how you see it. And we'll continue with our feature story of the day. Let me get a sip of the Spindrift. Make some motherfucking noise. Wow, you are right. And that was deep. Well, thank you. I wasn't trying to get deep. Just my 2 Satoshis. 5 million Bitcoin for XRP Solana Cardano. It is something for the Trump glorious. Thank for the year your take on the H bar. I am the one whole Bitcoiner. Congratulations on being a whole coiner. Do you think Ether and Cardano are useless? To be quite honest, I don't think it's useless. I'm sure it has purpose. Do I understand Cardano's purpose? I can't say I do. I honestly don't fucking get it. But I'm sure it has some form of purpose. So I'm not going to completely say they have zero purpose. But I still have yet to understand its purpose. I'll just be honest. I don't know. I obviously don't even care. I don't like Charles. He's definitely rubbed me the wrong way over the years. I perceive him as an enemy of Bitcoin. And that's all. He's an enemy of Bitcoin, doesn't like Bitcoin, talks down upon Bitcoin all the time, and he promotes Cardano while dissing Bitcoin. Sometimes he'll say nice things about Bitcoin so you get on his good side, but I've seen enough interviews where he just straight up blasts Bitcoin and saying Cardano's better and Bitcoin sucks and the Bitcoin moon boys are fucking retards. And yeah, I'm paraphrasing, but I don't respect that. I can see through it. You know what I mean? The price is compressing like a mofo. Good. That Bitcoin's doing what it does best. Shout out Jason Buck, keeping it 100. You are motherfucking right. Thank you, Chandy. Charles is a goof. Not a fan. They say if you don't have something nice to say about someone, don't say it at all. So I don't try to bring them up. Sometimes you guys bring them up, but I'm not a fan of Charles or Vitalik or any of these clowns at all. The only crypto founder I respect and look up to, his name is Satoshi. And the ghost of Satoshi lives. Nippinator channels Satoshi all the time. And that's a fact, Jack. Touche. Well, I'm glad you guys agree, but we're going to dive. Let's move it. Holy shit, time is fucking flying today. Give me a second to sip another sip of the Spindrift and we'll continue. Feature story of the day coming up. something. Agreed. Charles sold out. Come on, Chuck. Excuse me. But anyways, now for our featured story of the day. Jaw-dropping corruption in the United States. Trump's billionaire crypto czar is heavily invested in a fund whose top 5 holdings are in the U.S. government strategic reserve. So all of the cryptos which were just announced by Trump yesterday, which include Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, and Cardano, he has involved in this. So let's just break it down. I'll read you the tweets and go from there, and then we'll dive a little deeper into this. Mere hours before Trump announced it, someone bought 200 million in Ethereum and Bitcoin on 50x leverage. As you can see here in the screenshot, right now, Bitwise Invest is celebrating because the main crypto coins going into the Crypto Strategic Reserve Fund just so happen to match Bitwise's top 5 crypto holdings. Can all this be a big coincidence? Honestly, you know I don't believe in these coincidences. And then you can see here, so the question begins, how much input did David Sachs have on which tokens are going to be in the strategic reserve? And then, of course, David Sachs came out saying he doesn't own any Bitcoin or Ethereum, that he sold all his tokens before, he took the position as being the crypto czar. But if he has basically exposure to these stocks, he's still benefiting, and it can still be considered, insider trading. Now, Samson Mao posted something, and I haven't even read it yet, so we're going to take the time to dive deep into this. I greatly respect Samson. He says, I've been thinking about the U.S. Strategic Bitcoin Crypto Reserve, and there's 2 possible outcomes. Number 1, the reserve is Bitcoin, and none of the mentioned altcoins actually make it in. Or number 2, we are going to accelerate into degeneracy unlike anything before. Long time thread. So let's break down this thread by Samson Mao. And of course, he is referring to the big announcement from Trump yesterday regarding XRP, Solana, Cardano, Bitcoin, and Ethereum all being a part of the strategic crypto reserve for the United States of America. Now diving deeper into his thread. First, we should address the big question. Why is Samson saying that none of the alts Trump listed will make it in? Didn't the president just say XRP, Solana, Cardano, and ETH will be included? Well, can Trump actually just dictate what things are going into a reserve? I don't think so. There will need to be a proposal from the working group, and then Congress will need to pass legislation. So then, why did Trump say he would direct the working group to move forward on the crypto strategic reserve that specifically includes those altcoins? Well, why do politicians say anything? No offense to the politicians we talk to regularly. I'm pretty sure Trump knows he can't actually ensure those things are included, but if you read the words carefully, he can, of course, direct the work group to do something. But it doesn't mean it'll happen. There are theories out there that some traders that benefited from the post haven't opened long positions in advance, and those trades could be connected to Trump. I think so personally, and I'll dive deeper into that later. But a similar possibility is that it is just to appease the lobbyists that are pushing for their coins to be included in the reserve. Charles Hoskinson, Brad Garlinghouse, Vitalik, Joseph Lubin, maybe secure some donations. There definitely was some leak that follows some traders to front run the news, but that could be a leak from whoever manages his social account or the platform itself. The post could also be intended to give some exit liquidity to Ripple or Cardano lobbyists or donors. It makes sense to pump those coins now because once a real report comes out with a list of the coins or criteria, it's too late. This would go in line with the reasons for why Trump pushed the Trump meme coin before inauguration. He couldn't do it post-inauguration, but who knows? The possibilities are endless. The one thing we know for sure is if you don't post something to pump very specific coins on a low liquidity Sunday, for no reason. One reason why the U.S. is a major financial center is because there is a rule of law and guidelines for how things are done. Things generally make sense. That's why people from around the world feel safe investing into Bitcoin ETFs and securities in the U.S. If Trump can somehow just unilaterally pick random shit coins to put into a national reserve, well, that is just very bad for the U.S. Things stop making sense, and it is now a free-for-all. That sets us down path number 2, accelerating into degeneracy. The impact is far greater than just crypto, but could potentially undermine the U.S. financial system, even more so than the fiscal mismanagement of the past few decades, all right? So now let's look at path number 1. Why will the crypto reserve not have XRP, Solana, Cardano, and ETH? It goes back to this. The U.S. is a major financial center because there is rule of law and guidelines for how things are done. That applies to the strategic Bitcoin reserve or the strategic crypto reserves. One does not simply buy a bunch of shit coins for a country. And the president working group tasked to get the crypto reserve, let's just call it that from now on. Since Trump is calling it that, will need to define many things, including criteria for what can be included. There must be guidelines for selection because we are not on yet the path number 2, and things should kind of make sense. I would expect some list of requirements for what can be included in a reserve, but much like we have the Howey test to define what qualifies as a security. And just a reminder that Ethereum does not even pass the Howey test, or does it? It does pass the Howey test, he says. Okay. So as a presidential working group writing up the report and defining criteria for cryptos to be included, I believe they will coalesce on something like this. And here's what he suggests. Requirements for the strategic Bitcoin reserve. Reserves assets must be based on proof of work to ensure which would exclude all those coins right off the rip. To assure fundamental integrity and assurance of immutability. Proof of stake assets cannot be included because foreign actors can gain control simply by owning the asset. Reserve assets must be dominant in their hashing function to ensure resistance to attacks. Reserve assets must not be merged, mined, or dependent upon the security of another asset, so no forks. Reserve assets cannot be premier or allocation to insiders. Thank you. Should be no insider trading. Reserve assets must be been existing or operational for at least 10 years. And again, a lot of those alts do not qualify. Reserve assets must not be securities. And if their exists reasonable doubts, further investigations must be undertaken. Reserve assets must be able to be secured in cold storage utilizing multi-sig systems that do not involve blind signing. The blockchain of the reserve asset must be fully intact and verifiable for the Genesis block. And there are probably more requirements depending upon how seriously the U.S. wants to be taken. And he goes on and on. I'm not going to continue to read this, but you guys let me know your thoughts. And shout out Samson Mound. Thank you for all the support on the stream. We appreciate you. I put here Bitcoin because F the banks. Pompliano wrote other countries outside of the U.S. states are focused on acquiring Bitcoin. They don't see any of the altcoins having national importance, and thank God for that. And as the Illuminati bot wrote here, if you're not for Bitcoin, you either don't understand it or don't mean well. There is no third option. Preach. I couldn't agree more. But you guys, let me know your thoughts regarding the strategic crypto reserve for the United States. Let me know how you think it all fare in the end. Do you think it'll only be Bitcoin and all the others will not get accepted by the Congress or Senate in the next step? You guys let me know your honest thoughts and I'll read your comments out loud. Welcome everyone to the Q&A segment of the stream. I'm a huge Bitcoiner. However, my next top 5 holdings are the same. Solana, XRP, HBAR, Cardano, and Litecoin. Says Trevor Fay. Thank you for sharing, brother. I'm a regular listener, but I rarely talk. Well, I appreciate you being here, DWM. I know the majority of you guys listen to the stream on a daily basis, but you don't interact in the chat. It's all good. Shout out to all the CNA fam holding down the Bitcoin Cafe. I'm a regular. We need more regulars. Let's go. Orange pilling the masses. We're glad you're here. And again, welcome everyone to the stream. We do got over 1,200 people here live and in the flesh. We're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. And I will be streaming for maybe another hour before I got to go pick up my daughter. So let's make the best of it. Feel free to drop comments or questions, and I'll be sure to address them. What it do? Bang, bang. I think the others will go into a wealth fund. Right on. Yeah, maybe separate Bitcoin strategic reserve as just fucking Bitcoin. Fuck strategic crypto reserve. Let's just make a Bitcoin strategic reserve. And then as you just mentioned, other alternative cryptos maybe goes in the sovereign wealth fund. Why combine the two? To me, that doesn't seem like it's in the American people's best interest and not in America's best interest. And shit can clearly go wrong. But if you separate the two, maybe the sovereign wealth fund is for the speculation, and then the strategic reserve specific for Bitcoin. That makes more logical sense for me thinking out loud here. But you guys let me know your thoughts. I am 9 Maxi, a 9 out of 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, how Maxi are you? What's the benefit of this place? Is it easy to make this new, my lord? I don't understand a single comment from you today, Hamba. I don't get the relevance I wish I could understand where you're coming from and see things through your lens. Or maybe I thank God I don't see things through your lens because I don't understand your comments at all, which leads me to believe, why are you here? Let me know. I'm thinking the same, two different funds. Yeah, I think it'd make more sense to separate it. I think it's going to make America a laughing stock if we just have random fucking shit coins approved by the crypto czar included in America's strategic reserve. I don't get it. Because clearly they named 5 cryptos, but he also said there's going to be others, which leads me to believe he's going to put Hawk Tuah coin in that bitch. Trump Melania coin. What's good with that? I'm back. A shout out Metallica. Wop. JB, mess him up. I don't know. I am wrong. Now I take it you're from some foreign country, and obviously English isn't your first language because your grammar doesn't even make sense. I am thinking the same thing. 2 different funds, wealth and crypto separated, is smarter. Agreed. Because we want the Bitcoin strategic reserve to do great and make America great again. And if you actually do that thing, it's going to be so beneficial for all of us. But I personally think including all of these shit coins in the strategic crypto reserve, it's not going to be a good look. It's going to make Bitcoin look bad. And not because Bitcoin is bad, but because you're mixing shit coins in the same reserve with Bitcoin. So all those shit coins can go bad. And then it could make Bitcoin look bad, if that makes any sense. Is Trump going to make an announcement today? No. I mean, I don't know. Everyone says yeah, but I didn't see anything personally that he was making any announcement today. But a bunch of other people all said that. I didn't see that, so I'm not saying that. I clearly read you something that on the 7th is the official White House crypto thing, and they will be speaking about it then. That's this Friday. So if something happens today, it didn't come from me. It came from other people talking about that. I didn't see anything regarding that. Do you even strategic Bitcoin, bro? Let me know. Welcome to the Nip Nip Show. Now listen up closely, low-key, stacking BTC like the Nipster in El Salvador with my crypto elixir. Yeah, man. Bitcoin is good. I love it. But what is that? When but I still love? Again, your grammar is rough to understand, but I think you're saying you love Bitcoin. I think. Preach. Shout out Buzzhead. Just reposted your brother. And thank you guys for all the love. It looks like we're up to 1,300 people on the stream. Flawless. Like to repost ratio. 19 hearts, 20 reposts. So the next person to repost the stream will be lucky number 21. And that's a blackjack. And I got the hiccups. Good Lord. Early... We got a request for ADGs, and we're back in the ADG range, and I got the motherfucking hiccups, so enjoy the song. Yeah, so if Fox announced something, they're behind me and X. I announced it yesterday. We did a fucking 8-hour podcast talking about what Fox just announced. Yes, Trump says he's going to do a strategic crypto reserve, but it has yet to be approved. And a big announcement will be made this Friday. So.
We are the players. ADGs give us sexy little shivers. We are the makers.
Thank you, Cosmocom.
And takers, but we
maybe one day I'll do a real freestyle for you guys where I just play some beats and I just rap. I do that in one of my hobbies. But shit, it's hard when you got the hiccups.
the orange pill, which makes us the givers. Paid it for.
No, it's all good. War paint is very relevant. Everyone's talking about it right now. So it's good to clarify what's going on. So good questions.
Or we're 80 G's, not too late. Don't ignore.
Oh yeah, if you would have sold your kidney when Michael Saylor just posted that the other day, you'd be up significantly. And FYI, I'm not condoning anyone selling their kidney. In fact, I'll dare say your kidney is more important than Bitcoin. If someone offered me $10 billion in Bitcoin to sell a kidney or a lung, I'm sticking with my motherfucking two kidneys and lungs. There's no amount of Bitcoin that would get me to fucking give you a kidney. And I know Saylor's saying it jokingly to make a point, but some people may not get it. It's a joke. So please, folks, don't sell your organs for Bitcoin. You can do better and you'll live longer. Trust that. If you want to sell something, unvaxxed sperm is selling significantly high right now. If you are vaxxed, and that's on you. I don't know what to say.
Us 80 G's, take the life-saving bait. 80 G's filling our cup. We're dragons that slay BTC up. And here we are.
Okay, so Hamba, I'm convinced you're a troll. So at this point, shut the fuck up or continue with your trolling and I'll let the mods handle you, my boy.
80K, we slid our way to 80K. Ding, I love the rise and the dying and the bitty pretty Bitcoin. November 2024, the highest Bitcoin price action ever rolled since the inception of the Genesis block. Pushing the way to 80K, no roadblocks. Hodlers are not surprised, not shocked.
Bang, 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 like the B-52. JV, fuck 'em up.
Bang, 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 like a B-52. We built a bitty stack.
Revolutionary love shack. Bang, bang. That's another option. One can refinance their house. There's a lot of creative solutions. I guess, granted, a person's in a position to refi. Ahoy, pirate crew. I was delayed. Pillaging the Bitcoin poor. Welcome, Greg. Good to have you here, brother.
Revolutionary love shack. Bang, bang on the door, baby. Bitcoin's here, we're bitty stacked. Welcome to the 80s and the 80 G's, 80 business.
But yeah.
Don't be a punk while we BTC.
Rockin' the 80s. 80 G status, that is.
Rockin' the 80s.
And just like clockwork, again, we had an 85 to 95 pump over the weekend yesterday. And now markets are open and there's a fucking huge gap between 85 and 95. And looks like we're about to revisit 85. So theoretically, shouldn't have Trump made the announcement today versus on a Sunday? Jeez Louise.
80 G's, that is. We're a mix of aces and perfect tens.
We blackjacks, we don't bend. We hodl winning hands to the end.
We're blackjacks, we don't bend. We hodl winning hands to the end.
Breaking news just in, Michael Saylor said on CNBC, urging people to buy, claiming Bitcoin's market cap will reach $20 trillion and eventually $200 trillion, which would be like maybe 1/4 of the total addressable market in finance. For the record, this will never happen. This is an anti-Saylor guy, so let me read you the anti-Saylor thoughts. For the record, this will never happen. Saylor is a fraudster who pulled similar scams during the dot-com bubble of the 2000s. He committed accounting fraud, investigated by the SEC, even saw the stock collapse 99.99% in 2000. CNN and Time Magazine ranked him the #1 loser of the entire dot-com crash. I've never heard this perspective, so I'm just entertaining it. Now he's desperately trying to replicate this for the Bitcoin bubble era. Lure more clueless retail investors into the trap. He is going more crazy day by day as his stock has already plunged into the bear market. Down 53% of the recent months, will be down 99% soon, especially as the Bitcoin bubble bear market has begun. All right, so this guy just lost all credibility, claiming the Bitcoin bubble bear market has begun. So, I mean, obviously I don't agree with none of that, but teach their own. CoffeeZilla says, absolutely bizarre conversation between Rogan and Musk about the crypto pump and dumps. I guess apparently Elon was just on the pod. But you guys let me know your thoughts. I still got the hiccups, so I got to shut up. Look like someone was misbehaving in the chat. Oops, don't be disrespectful. Exactly. JV, what it look like? Shout out the Golden Eagle. I repeat, the Eagle has landed. Touchdown. Bang, bang. Like the B-52.
Like Wyatt Earp, Eastwood, and Doc Holliday. We're out.
It is actually a good question from a good account I like to follow. Flat Out Truth asks, not related to crypto, but ever wonder why so many famous people suddenly have the black eye? This is the Illuminati initiation ritual known as the Black Eye Club. The initiation involves a process called soul scraping, which is done by the left eye, leaving behind a large noticeable bruise. Crazy how that works, isn't it? It's a big club, and you ain't in it. Quoting the late, great George Carlin, rest in peace. And that's a good account to follow. It's one of my favorites, by the way. It's called Flat Out Truth. Good shit. Okay, you can be bearish on MicroStrategy, so what? No complaining. When it takes off, you get caught with your drawers down. Exactly. Around your ankles. Precisely. Bang, 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 like the B-52. David Icke claims the president of Israel is Trump's handler. So he put his master praises the golfer, and that's, you know, the Israel president saying, I want to thank Trump for his answering support for Israel during my visit to Washington, yada, yada, yada. I'm not going to get into it here, but that's one of the popular theories, and that's what David Icke believes. You know, USA and Trump is completely controlled by Israel, and that's why we'll never see the Epstein files released. You know, they released some bullshit version, all redacted. It's because it's to protect Israel, because they're all, yeah, I mean, covering them for themselves pretty much. So the theory is, I'm on YouTube, so I really shouldn't tell you these theories. I'll shut up. Imagine trading gold with people living on the Mars colony. Bitcoin will be the main currency of the solar system, then the galaxy. I disagree. A third pump will happen today. Sweet Bitty McGee. Well, let's fucking close that gap at 85 and let's let her rip, Tater Chip. What do you guys think? What's the second best? There is no second best. That's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin. And it goes, da-doing, doing, doing.
Laws holding our biddies close to our chest. By BTC, just try it, make our day. We're Bitcoin jocks from the wild, wild west. Know when to hold them, yeah, we're holding, never folding.
Quoting DeSantis, property taxes are just paying rent to the government. Bingo was his name. Quoting him here, you buy a home, you pay off the mortgage over 30 years, and after all that, you're still writing a check to the government every year just to live on your own property. Is it really yours, or are you just renting it from the government? I absolutely agree. You're renting it from the government. Our homestead exemption isn't strong enough because property assessments keep skyrocketing. It has to change. That's coming directly from the governor. They're just jealous of Michael because he figured out the infinite money glitch. Agreed. Probably just a Bitcoin hater. If you hate Michael Saylor, it's because you hate Bitcoin, which all leads me back to the quote that I read a little earlier. And I'll read it to you one more time. That quote says, if you're not for Bitcoin, you either don't understand it or don't mean well. There is no third option. JV, I am drunk and I'm hanging with Miss Darth Melda. Like, for real, for real? So are you telling me you're with our one and Darth Melda right now, and you're drunk? Is she sober, or you both drunk together? And are you friends with Melda? Do you live nearby? I'm not familiar with you, so let me know. Real Red Lance. And shout out to Melda, of course. She's one of the OG moderators here. Much respect. I'm sober. Okay, so Melda's sober with a drunk friend watching the show. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for tuning in. FR. What's that stand for? FR. Melda's totally sober. Not even one drink, right? Bitcoins are ripping like the new Scottie Pippen. Roomies. That's cool. How long have y'all been roommates for? Tell me something embarrassing about Darth Melda, real. I'm just playing. Okay. For real. Oh, FR. For real. Gotcha. I got to get with the lingo here. For real. You know what I mean? Bitcoins are ripping like the new Scottie Pippen.
Bitcoins are ripping like the new Scottie Pippen. 80 G's were royalty.
Bitty kings and queens.
Bitty kings and queens. Our kingdom has come, we've been manifesting. We're raising up the city like Gohan. We live in a hodl house. We play chess and we're not the pawn.
We're raising the roof now.
We're raising the roof now. Big bad wolf who? Oh no, he's gone.
Oh, that's awesome. Shout out Darth Melda for orange pilling you. That's phenomenal. Happy to hear that. What year did she orange pill you? Is it more recent? Like this year, last year, or years ago? As I know she's an OG. Let me know.
Cause he was a pawn. Sorry, I'm giggling. We're built tougher than bricks. Ready and coming at 'em. We're strategic and steady. No rush, 5th level ready. 80 G's on our way to 1 mil.
The name of the game is hodl, take an orange pill.
Like a squirrel, we hodl, we store. Peanut, you got a twisted deal. We're gonna hodl more in memory of you.
Nipsey Wiltsu. Okay, I finally see something from a reputable source. Cointelegraph says President Trump will be making an important investment announcement in 5 minutes. I don't know what to make of that investment announcement. It doesn't say crypto. It says an investment announcement. So I guess the POTUS has given us some legal advice. Some investment advice, which is interesting coming from a POTUS. I didn't know they gave investment advice, but apparently it's an investment announcement. Whatever that means, I honestly don't fucking know. Welcome to the Matrix. But shit, we'll see what he says. Clown of the day. It was De Niro at the Oscars saying fuck Trump, and a stand-in fucking ovation. All he had to say was fuck Trump. Everyone's like, oh my god. It was fucking crazy. It's like, how many times has this guy been to Epstein Island? I'm sorry, or on YouTube. How many times has this guy been to Gilligan's Island? That's my first question that comes up. And it's sad because growing up, I was such a De Niro fan. I mean, Raging Bull, Taxi, Bronx Tale, Casino, Goodfellas, The Godfather, one of the greats. And to sell his soul, fuck him. Don't care how good your movies are. He can go fuck himself. But anyways, investment in chip maker, endless Bitcoin manipulation. That is the problem with the institutions and their algo programs. It gets old. That's right, Grant. Pretty accurate. JB, I was telling you he's going to announce a new Trump meme. Oh my God, imagine that. Hey, it's Donald Trump. I have a new investment.
meme coin for you. If you thought Trump and Melania hit it out the park, wait until Trump 2.0 meme coin comes out this evening at 6 o'clock.
Like, that'd be crazy. Holly Weird. His name is on that list. Are you going to stream the 1030 investment? No, I'm not. I stream at the only time I'm available to stream. So I do my 2-hour show today, and then I immediately go pick up my daughter, and I'm a father until I put her to bed in the evening. And then in the evening, I do a little more work. So I'm not streaming, just the 2-hour stream. But shit, man, we're down 5,000. So much for yesterday's gain. A new Baron meme would be awful. Is there an original one? But, oh, yeah, Baron doesn't have his own meme coin. I mean, maybe he does, but he hasn't promoted one from him. So now that we got the Trump and Melania coin, it's either going to be Eric Trump coin or Baron coin. Might as well go Baron. Fuck it. And as long as you guys buy before everyone else buys, maybe you guys can get rich. Fuck Bitcoin. Bitcoin's old technology. If you're going to have Baron Trump coin, you guys are going to get rich. Oh my God. F the zero. We're back to 87, man.
Nipsey will too. 80 G's is exciting now, but a future memory.
Let's make a Melda coin. Probably already exists.
It's a USA saving, T-pump moment in
Well, we got to get to 85 to close the fucking gap.
Bitcoin history. Bitcoin is going up forever, that's no mystery. This roller coaster ride is not for the weak, but it is exhilarating, built for prosperity, not misery. Bitcoin price discovery is in play. Higher numbers are on the way.
All right, a lot more leverage traders going broke today. They don't have someone to tip them off. Is what it is, broskies. But anyways, I'm going to end the stream. I got to go get my daughter. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for tuning in. 1,400 people on the stream. I still got the motherfucking hiccups. Nippinator still living his best life. Market's correcting. I mean, what do you expect when the POTUS announces total shit coinery for the crypto United States Strategic Reserve? What goes up must come down. Reality. But anyways, hope you enjoyed today's stream. I'll be back this evening, and I'll be back tomorrow, same bit time, same bit channel. Early streams all week, Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Thank you guys. Blessings on blessings on blessings. I love you guys. Deuces.
Just do your